Woo! Boys and girls. How y'all doing out there in wonderful TV land, Facebook land, YouTube land, any other lands we may be landing in? Hello, Caitlin from Michigan. We just love you here on the show. Excellent, 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 excellent. I hope you are enjoying A Wager at Midnight. I think it's top tier right here. Hey, Paulette from the UK. Mary Buckner, hello from Chi-Town. Mary, do I owe you something? I think I'm supposed to send you something. I'm really bad at that. DM me if I owe you something. I'm pretty sure I owe you something. But anyway. Today the gang is coming. They are en route. They are in planes, trains, and automobiles to get here. So I will get to entertain y'all until they come. So Myra is coming to check logging in from Chattanooga. So I don't know about y'all. I had one of them special kind of days or weeks, and I draw solace from good poetry. So I was gonna read you one called Epicure, but the first line is communion and sex. I'm not sure that's the one we want to read today, boys and girls. Did Nikki Giovanni, by the way, a good cry. Let's try her snowy day instead. On a snowy day, I like the snow. I like the snow. Let's see. Oh, hey, Angela's there. So anyway,
Happy
yes,
Fun Friday.
Nikki
What you
Giovanni.
reading?
Hey, girlie, what'd you say? I
Hey,
didn't.
Kelly, what you reading?
I was reading to keep the fans entertained. Some Nikki Giovanni, but I
Oh.
picked the wrong poem because the first line was
Mm-hmm.
communion and sex.
Oh.
Nikki was a little bit that must have been Nikki on the wild side. You know,
Oh.
we
Is
all
that
think
it?
y'all cool and all that, but apparently she was on the wild side on that one. At least
Wow.
that's a banger. They say that first line will get you.
Well, hey, people say it's First Line Friday. First Line Friday. So I think you gave them some First Line Friday.
There you go.
Happy
There you
Fun Friday, girl. I know our other co-host is coming, guys. She
go. Right.
she had more than what had happened was. I mean, we're all on different I feel like I gotta anyway. We're all on. Why do I feel like I got? Oh, it's my hair. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind,
you
guys.
got like it looks like two, three earrings you got on.
Yeah,
But
but
it's
I
your
think it
hair,
was
girl.
like my
You
hair
pony.
and
The pony be ponying. That's
pony.
all. The
I
pony
know.
ponying.
And so y'all know we are on we're in different parts of the world. I mean, VR and I are both in the South, but I mean she's in Georgia, I'm in the Carolinas. But y'all know that Pat is in St. Louis. There she is, and it was storming a little bit. And we gotta be safe. And speaking of
Yeah.
that, Pat, when it's storming, was y'all for your family? Okay, I know for us down south, if it was storming, if it was thunder and lightning, I mean, it was like lights off, go get somewhere and sit down, be quiet. Don't be making no noise.
God is
And
speaking.
for me, I loved it because y'all know I'm a book nerd. I've been a book nerd from book nerds from back in the day. So I mean, hey, it was nothing for me to go sit down somewhere and be quiet, go get a book. But for other folks, it was like, you won't be talking. The Lord is doing his work. Go sit somewhere and go sit down, it's storming. But Pat, that just made me think about that. What about you guys? Back in the day, what was the rule in your house? If it started storming. And Pat, you the one made me think of that because, I know we got our little message that, hey, I'm coming, but, it's storming a little bit. So,
It's so different, and it's still storming. I mean, it's still
Uh-oh.
thunderstorm,
Well, Pat,
possible
you may have to
flooding.
get off.
Yeah, well, if it starts lightning, I mean, you should have seen me. I was trying to take a shower, then it thundered. So I turned off the water, and then thunder, turn off the water. And I'm like, this is going to be the quickest shower I have, because being electrocuted in water is no joke. So it's still thundering, but no
Okay.
lightning, but flash flood. We're going to have rain till Sunday. So It is what it is. But rain is different today than when we were a kid. I mean,
Yeah, rain is
the,
different.
the storms are more severe. I
Oh,
remember growing up, we had a big house with a long porch. And I would go outside and sit on the porch and just watch the rain. But now, don't let them, as soon as I hear that tornado siren, girl, I'm running down the stairs. I'm running to the basement. And Carrie's like, I said, somebody got to live to tell what happened.
tornado siren. Oh, see, Pat, you had
Oh,
me
yeah,
a
we
tornado
did
siren.
tornado
I mean, you
sirens.
know,
Yeah, we had
well, you in the
13
Midwest.
sirens that and then we just had one in Potosi, which I think is an hour away. So, I mean, the Midwest get tornadoes. We don't play.
Wow.
We don't play.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I heard it was like
The
100
Lord
that
know
went
when
through.
he knew what you were gonna
100.
say. Oh,
I was just
well, I
saying, I
guess the
just heard it was like 100 that went
Lord knew where to
through.
place us when we were gonna stay in our neck of the woods, you know. But happy Fun Friday, y'all. She started with a Friday first liner. You know, she had the people going. I guess me and Pat missed our little, intro, so we'll give you a little dance, all that good stuff too. But
Yeah,
you're
well,
probably wondering what we're wearing today. Of
for
course,
y'all.
we got a full show. We gonna tell y'all what we wearing. VR may pump that music because y'all know we so proud that we have our own theme music. Me and Pat missed it today, but that's Pat. I mean, it's our time. Happy Fun Friday! It's Fun Friday! It's the best Friday from city to city, coast to coast, unscripted, laugh out loud fun. Tell a friend, come join us. Pat Simmons, Vanessa Riley, Angela Anderson hanging out with you. There we go. Fun Friday.
But we start the show on time because we respect your time, boys and girls. We
respect your time, people. We respect your time. And most of the time, if one of us ain't here, there isn't. What had happened was to follow it. But y'all probably wondering what we are wearing today, what we rocking today. It is all things denim, which I have on some denim and some other stuff. But it is all things denim today. And VR, what you rocking today? You looking cute.
She called it. She called it, y'all. She
called denim. She did.
On denim.
Girl, your internet is weak. I can
minus.
Yeah.
Okay, I will switch networks. I'll switch networks.
Angela is clear today.
Angela's super clear today.
He's looking good today.
Hey, bam. Y'all, it's the pollen. We're gonna talk about that. Y'all got this pollen got me with a little cough. But I think we talked about that the other week.
Angela, VR is frozen now.
I think she said she gonna switch networks. So you and I, we gotta hold it down. So while we waiting on VR, speaking of my little cough, y'all know I still be side-eyeing folks because people still, I think we talked about that though. People be coughing in public and you be kind of giving them the side eye, just giving them the side eye, like wow.
I don't give them side eye. I just go in my side pocket and pull out my mask. Cha-choom.
Hey, cha-choom.
Am I clear?
Beautiful.
You clear.
Okay.
So maybe it was the network VR. You are clear.
Tell me. Yeah, audience need to tell me when I'm not clear.
I just
I
told
you VR. And then tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all tell a friend to come hang out with us today. So VR, I finished telling us because that's a cute. Well, you got denim on denim. Love the shirt. Love the denim. All that good stuff. You got on your little, Pat, I need you to go get some red lipstick or magenta because I feel like me and VR lips are popping, and you got on like a pink nude. I feel like you need some more.
Yeah, but her whole look is that pink nude, though. The whole look is pink nude. So now you're gonna make her an outlier in her own face. But why? What you wearing?
Oh, what am I wearing today? Okay, so since you called denim, y'all, let me just tell y'all, it's Friday, it's weekend loading, but this is a day. Okay, Pat gonna give y'all, she gonna show you how she put her, her little add a little more. Okay, there you go. VR gave you the fishy, what is it called? You do the lips, all that good stuff. I think we good now. See, we all popping. We all is bluish and popping. I think we had to do that. And so anyway, today, what was I saying? What am I wearing? Y'all, this pollen is pollen, and we're gonna talk about that, but it goes into like what I'm wearing. So I'm not like 100% because this pollen is doing what this pollen is doing. So I'm chilling. Okay. So y'all know if I pull out the hat, like the ball cap, and it's blessed and highly favored. When I pull out the ball cap, but it's denim. So I was like, hey, it's denim. And then if I put the hair through the hole and I'm on the ponytail is ponytailing, yeah, I'm chilling. And then y'all know this is one of my favorite shirts that I've had for a while. It's like a crochet look, but I do have on some jeans. I don't know. Well, I feel like I gotta like, can y'all see? I do have on some jeans, and I do have on a little layered shirt. I know it's springtime, y'all. Don't talk about me. I do have on my little cardigan. But I'm in the house, and so I got my Old Navy flip-flops on today because I'm in the house, and I'm chilling because I have to stay out that pollen because my eye. Anyway, I got on denim, and I'll tell y'all about the pollen later. But the pollen is messing with my eye. I got pollen eyes. I'm just chilling today. That's what I'm rocking today. But all good. I want this pollen to go somewhere and sit down. But okay, Pat, what you wearing today? I think I done gave y'all a whole story about why I'm chilling.
Okay.
Today to stay inside.
VR called
from the pollen.
denim, and I had to run around.
Because I feel like y'all look like cute, Pat, and bougie.
Well, actually,
and I just I'm chilling.
When I worked in television, as you can see, that's my shirt, but I wear it as a craft shirt. So that's my denim. And then
Pat, is that's your working shirt now? Your sewing shirt?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so I got on my patchwork. I got on my patchwork skirt, but
she's denim on.
But no, I'm getting ready up, y'all.
Oh. Is she triple denim?
Yeah.
Bam!
Oh,
bam. Check her out. Pat got on denim in the denim shoes.
She wears.
I knew this
that girl.
Pat
denim
wins
the
award today. Pat did it. She got triple denim on today. So Vanessa called the look. Pat knew the assignment. I just showed up. So hey, there you have it. Pat got it today for the denim on denim on denim. I think that's what it is. Tiffany said, I'm making excuses for my tire. Yeah, Tiffany, because this pollen. And so VR and Pat,
but she
VR and Pat got privy.
So how she got pollen in the house? Can you
Hey,
well,
you know what?
I don't
you get
out.
outside air inside your house. You can get it inside your house because usually in May, I will start sneezing. My windows are closed, haven't been outside. That air from outside get in here. Have you ever noticed, and we had this conversation last week, but have you ever noticed that you're in the house, you're in your car, the windows are up, but you still smell that weed seeping through your windows? Air outside gets in
back
here.
on the weed, Pat.
She back on the weed.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Pat and Vanessa, let me just tell y'all, I had a conversation with my peeps, Pat and VR, so I'm gonna let the fun Friday people in. This pollen is pollen. This pollen need to go somewhere and sit down. Y'all, where y'all be? It's just yellow. it's just yellow everywhere. Y'all know what color my car is. I mean, my car is yellow. Y'all know that song, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I mean, literally, it's just yellow. Y'all, the pollen in the Carolinas is so thick. I mean, I can walk out and not even open my mouth, but I'm tasting the pot. Don't ask me what the pollen tastes like because it ain't good. But I'm tasting the pollen. I mean, it's just everywhere. I rinse my car off. Why? Just why? I mean, as I'm wiping my car down, y'all, I just see pollen just dusting, just the particles just fall. Anyway, it's just, what say you, Pat, how is the pollen in St. Louis?
Evidently, our Midwest pollen is so different from yours because I've never tasted pollen and I've never seen it on my car.
Yeah.
And I thought you were getting ready to slice it with a knife. I'm just saying.
It's that thick. I feel like it's that thick, in the Carolinas. VR, how is it in Georgia? What is the pollen doing in Georgia? And I know it's everywhere while it is.
See, pollen is.
I know that King. Okay, see what? Okay. So King, okay, see, this is the thing. King, I know I need to get some Benadryl, but y'all, Benadryl, it makes me sleepy like that. If I take some Benadryl, I ain't getting no work done. And I probably would have missed Fun Friday. So I'm gonna probably have to take it like at night. But I know, King, that's the thing, Benadryl. And I was telling somebody that the other day, Benadryl is like the key. But I got stuff to do.
They do have non-drowsy Benadryl. And
you got to use the non-drowsy stuff. And you gotta
okay. Well, y'all find it and send it to me. Send me a picture. Because I need some.
There's a non-drowsy Benadryl. And every time I've taken it in the past, I have to take it now. Non-drowsy.
Yeah, Benadryl ain't no drug. It will put a sister to sleep. So, y'all let me know about the non-drowsy. I need to get some because this pollen is pollen. And VR probably going to get me a sample. But Pat, I like your outfit. You got on the patch skirt. Put in the comment section, what is the pollen doing in your area, in your neck of the woods? Is it pollen like the Carolinas? And I asked Pat and VR offline, I was like, is there a deadline? Is there a time frame for this pollen? I need for the deadline to come. Y'all know, like when they say have the groundhog seen his shadow, what is it for? Okay, there you go, VR. Allergy tablets. Okay, gotcha.
Anybody that has a blowtorch, is equipped with every type of medication.
Yeah. As I'm telling you.
That's the, I kept having, because y'all remember, I kept having chronic bronchitis.
Right.
Like I'd have it in March time frame. I'd have it in August because there's 2 pollen seasons. Right. And one of this is sometimes it's on the Zon. Chlorophin something 12, but this is like 24 hours. Right?
Put you to sleep.
Oh,
but
y'all know the VR sharing that. Y'all know we be in the know on Fun Friday, and we be telling y'all, so y'all pay attention. VR is educating y'all, and while she doing that, put in the comment section. What's your remedies?
This is the active ingredient in this, but it's only 4 hours. So every 4 hours, you
got I have used Claritin. You take that in the morning, and that usually lasts all the time. But if you put on a mask, does that help you breathing in that pollen so that way you won't taste pollen like you eating a Girl Scout cookie or something?
Now, see, Pat, you down Anderson Lane because that's what Anderson, he was like, babe, just put a mask on when you go out because, I'm going to need you. Yeah, put a mask on because I told him the same thing. I was like, I taste the pollen. Angela, don't put a mask on.
Do you wait for the No. Do you wait for the symptoms and then expect that you? This is like every morning I have to take one of these pills before I go outside, before I do anything, because if I go outside, it's gonna get me. I don't care if I'm in a mask or whatever. Whatever's in that stuff is like a hood, just gonna jump you as soon as you get outside.
It's gonna get you. Yeah,
it's gonna do. So I don't want to get jumped. So I would take me some allergy medicine before I have any symptoms, and I got no symptoms all day.
That's what I need to do.
Claritin.
And
Take
I
Claritin.
need to take it beforehand, BR. I need to take it beforehand because, but see, this
See, you
is the
going out there like
conclusion that
fresh
I've come
meat. Hey,
to.
the pollen's going like, hey, here comes fresh meat. She coming out here unprotected. Let's jump her. That's
But
what
see,
you
what
let
had
her
happened
do.
was it must have something to do with age. Cause I'm telling you, like, you know, over the last couple of years, I've been like, wait a minute, now the pollen, it's doing something different. Like every year, it attacks
Well,
me in
wait a
different.
minute.
I'm like, what is
Wait
this?
a minute.
What is
I
this?
just want to know why
It's
we're
just like
why are we even having this conversation when you just said every year? You should be like VR. You should be ready, equipped, mask. All you should be ready. Because see, we don't. My allergies
but
don't
this
kick in
is the
until
first
May.
year. But this is the first year that like it's acted like this new stuff, like with the eyes and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing to a sister? I mean, I know I've changed my diet to like, you know, a summitarian, you know, almost really clear, almost. But I'm like, is it that? Like that stuff? I don't know. Maybe I just need to take some vitamin C
I
like
think
every day.
maybe
Like,
pollen.
I don't know.
Maybe it's pollen. Pollen. I can't even say it. Pollen in your area is on steroids. I'm just saying. It's coming back
Well,
with a vengeance. I mean, nothing.
maybe that's it.
Yeah, because
Put
like I
it in
was
the comments.
saying, nothing is the same.
Is pollen different from state to state?
Well, like
Yeah.
I said,
State to state. You know,
Yeah,
right
from
now
region
the
to region,
Carolinas is on
it's
10.
different. It's
I
different.
mean, usually mine's kicks in May. And when I was a young adult, before I got married, I was part of the we called it YAC, but it was young adult something. But we went
You were a
out.
yak?
It was YAK.
I know that.
Adult.
Yak makes me think of something else. You know, yak made me think of that, you know, they on that yak. But okay, anyway, Pat. Okay, we
know stuff be going over my head. But anyhow, we had an outing in the woods.
Okay,
I was miserable.
in the woods.
We had, I mean, you know, I don't know how many of us, it was our church sponsored, and I could hardly go to any events outside. Because I mean, and that's the first time I realized that I had seasonal allergies because it kicked my butt. I stayed in that little cabin. And until this day, me and bugs, I don't like outside.
Well, see, Pat,
No.
I'm with you on that because you know, if it's anything out in the wilderness, we're gonna be glamping, you know, because I do not do creepy crawly things. I don't do, you know, out in the mud. I mean, I was that little girl that, you know, y'all know I already don't walk barefooted. I mean, just like being outside and you know the sun on my skin. And anyway, I will be glamping. You know, I'm the bougie camper because you know we ain't gonna be out with the creepy crawly things in no tent. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. What say ye? You know, VR, you gonna be out there? And I know Pat was young, but you know, yeah, I probably couldn't have did that. You know, we would have just convened. I would have had to buy out gracefully.
It ain't gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. But Mama Tony just came in with a big reminder. She's absolutely right. So April 4th, 1968 at 6:01 p.m. Central Standard Time, Martin Luther King was fatally shot at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee.
And I remember that day, believe it or not.
I just dead an hour later at the age of 39.
I remember that day. That's how old I am. I was at school. And my teacher told the class, you know, when you're young, it's like, okay. But my parents, I've never seen them cry except then. Because I mean, when you're kids, you don't understand the magnitude of racism and world trouble. But now these little kids, bad. They know. They know. Yeah, so I do remember that. I was in 3rd grade. Mrs. Parks was my teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pat, speaking of that, you said when you said about, you know, what you were doing and you remember in school and stuff, and you talked about the children today, y'all, there's a different breed of children. Yeah. I mean, and I said that like I want children cheering. It's a different it's a different these cheering. No,
Okay, that's a programming
okay, I
switch
won't go that
from
far,
Dr.
but
Martin Luther King to demons. That's a switch in the program. Bam.
Oh my
I got
goodness.
whiplash.
But you're right. I was in the store and a mother, young mother, I didn't stare at her, but she was a young mother, and her daughter were having a conversation. I was in front of line and I wasn't paying attention. But her daughter said, "How does that concern me?" I did. No, she didn't. She said that to her mother.
who's she talking to?
How does that concern
Yeah.
me? I'm like, oh, baby. I only thing I could do was do one of them quick what? And the thing about it, the child doesn't know the separation between a child and an adult. If your
And an
mother
adult,
is
yeah.
saying,
I mean,
We're not
what's
talking
that?
about grown folk business no more. Like, does that not happen in people's
right,
households?
right,
Grown
grown
folk
folk
business.
business is a
Listen,
kid's business.
it's
They
like,
be knowing.
and the respect level. I mean, y'all, the respect level is just. I feel like we need a moment of silence. Like is the new generation, is it not taught? I mean, the level of respect, it's like these cheering, they feel like we owe like and I get it that respect is earned, but it's a difference. Like it's a like I still have people, and I know that this may be a southern thing. What we did if we I know it's a sometimes it's a southern thing, and it depends on where you were brought up in the world, but it's just like no respect. Like,
I mean, words. I brought you into this world. I can take you out. Be anything to people down
and you believe them. You believe them too.
Listen,
but
listen. Y'all know. Well, we came up in the era it was a look. I mean, some people in your family, they just gave you a look and you back quiet.
Right.
I mean, they just gave you that mama look and you about swallow your, just from the look, But but anyway, what King say? Yeah.
They have more problem.
Or grandparents or even someone elderly. And y'all, this reminds me, I can't remember, it was on a talk show. It was on the social media streets. And the guy stood up in the audience and he was like, yeah, it's this older person. And I feel like, respect is earned. And I get old people, they gonna say what they gonna say, but it's still that level of respect. You can say yes, ma'am, and keep it moving. Take what you need, but I ain't gonna be disrespecting no old person. I'm not about to be giving you a piece of my mind. I just ain't gonna do it. I just won't raise that way. First of all, I feel like I'm about to get struck by lightning, just by disrespecting my elders, but anyway,
funny,
that's just
funny you say that, because how when you're in the aisle of a store and you could tell that this person was someone that was not in a wheelchair, but one of those carts with wheels, one of those riding shopping carts. And she was talking, and I just assumed they were mother, daughter, whatever, which I still don't know. And she was like, okay, mama, just come on, mama. And she was talking to me. And because I said, excuse me, it's okay, mama. Just come on, get what you want. I'm like, okay, I want your gray hair. But I knew, it was respect. I mean, even though, okay, but I knew she was calling me mama. Come on, mama. Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it, mama. It's been a while since grown folks don't call me mama, but I wasn't offended because I knew she respected me being this old gray-haired woman. But I have a solution. After I heard that child say that, I have a solution. Girl, look, my hair will be orange and my roots will be white. I tried, y'all. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I know VR is having issues with that, but anyway.
Girl, you see, I'm a little bright over here myself.
Yeah, I tried for a year, and when I wore bangs, because it's white here, like my great grandmother, my bangs would cover it up, and I just got tired. But
Mhm.
my solution to these kids, because lately strangers,
Mhm.
I mean kids I don't know, they've some of them have just come up to me and hugged me, just
Oh.
random,
And you
and
still
Mhm.
had your jewelry when they left, right?
Mhm.
yeah. But the Lord just let me know. The Lord let me remember my second book, I'm Coming for the Children. The Lord just let me know when they come to me to have a word of prayer. So now when I see them,
Mhm.
I say, that that's not the book. This is the book I'm talking about.
I
Anyhow,
Pat, I know the book you was talking about, but I
I
wanted
know,
to
I
promote.
know,
I
I
wanted to
know.
promote
But
this.
I, yeah,
I
I
know.
didn't know, Pat.
I know. Okay,
I
thank
didn't
you.
know. It
Well,
was just
anyhow,
here.
yeah, well, I know. But so what I do when little kids come up to me and hug me, some are real friendly. I okay, now we're talking about yes, in that book, yeah. Oh, okay, you got the collection. Oh, okay, thank you. But anywho, I
Okay,
just
I'm gonna let Pat finish, but
well,
go get these books.
like when I see little kids now, because of that, I just said, did you know Jesus loves little children? Or when I see them, I'll say, Jesus loves you. You know, I just feel that I need to plant a seed of Jesus.
Mm.
When I see these
Oh
little
yeah.
kids, and I remember I said that to a little boy, Jesus loves you. And I heard him tell his mom, this lady, she told me Jesus loves me. I heard him tell
Mhm.
his mother that. And so it's just maybe planting the seed. Now it's thundering, y'all. I'm just saying. If I disappear, y'all
Mhm.
know what happened. If
We
he go black,
understand because we grew up. I
You
mean,
ain't gonna
go
disappear
somewhere
off that,
and
Pat. You just drop some word. You ain't disappearing off that. Now, me and Angela, we might get struck, but you good.
no, I mean we if only thing I can
do
do
you believe in that?
yeah, I mean, if we can just plant a seed and just
Yeah.
say, did you know Jesus loves little
Fantasy.
children or Jesus loves you? I mean, just
Mhm.
something
Yeah. We
that
need a ready
maybe,
word. I think it's
just
important to have a
just
ready
something
word.
so small.
Mhm.
And even that child, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, I think it was a
Mhm.
little girl. Even that child knew to tell her mother, this lady told me Jesus loves me. Just, I mean, I don't know how long that will carry that person. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and
Mhm.
and just on Rema words, Juliet the Bookworm. If y'all know Powder Springs Bookworm, that's one of my favorite little indie bookstores. She was talking about in a season of losing, God is in control.
Yeah.
I just like that.
It's,
I just
Oh
like that.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, but it's losing. If
Mhm.
it's we're
Absolutely.
losing if we are carnally minded or carnally looking,
Mhm.
But
But
I pray for.
some people are losing jobs, some people are
Oh
losing
yeah, and
incomes
and
and or
oh yeah,
properties or opportunities and things like that. So it's like the
yeah,
global
but
populace of
which
losing.
you can understand, but I really appreciate people that's
Mhm,
getting on TikTok and say, y'all, I
mhm.
lost my job yesterday, but I'm not worried. It's gonna
Mhm.
be okay. And that's
Yep.
just
Mhm.
that's a peace that only God can give you when you
Yes.
got a house note that's due, baby need a new pair of shoes. Y'all heard that song. Or whatever. So
Mhm.
anyhow,
Mhm.
that's just a piece God gave you. Right, exactly. You know that
Yes.
song, the old song. But
Mhm.
like I
Oh
was
yeah.
just sharing
Yeah,
with
I was
you
about to go get the
when we
tambourine.
talk, yeah, okay. Don't get me started because but okay, speaking of the tambourine, let me just say, speaking of the tambourine, there's a couple people at our church that can play that thing. Our pastor, one of my young cousins, and Antoinette. And the band was jamming, and Antoinette turned around. She says, "Is that a plastic tambourine?" She said, "Oh, girl, I'll break that." She said, "I'm gonna get you a real one." Because they be going
She
like
need to
that.
win.
And so then-
Yeah.
But then when they're worshiping, they said, just the tamarines. Girl, I'm standing up there acting like I know what I'm doing. Look, and hoping nobody is paying attention because I'm all off beat. But yeah,
y'all know Pat and her tambourine playing. So tambourine. So guys, I don't know. Well, anyway, I don't know how we got on that about the kids, and it's just a whole different level. But with the kids, but y'all, it is taught. It is taught. It is taught. Teach them. And so I'm thinking that maybe something is getting lost in the sauce, or what have you, because I'm real big on that respect thing, first way this should go, but I'm real big on that respect thing. I think I grew up that way, and so for me, nothing grieves my heart than when I see like a child like disrespecting, especially disrespecting their parents or disrespecting someone older. And for disrespecting their parents, it's like I be clutching pearls, because in my mind, I be like, this person brought you in this world. Like, do you know the sacrifice of your parent or your parents, and you have, anyway, we're going to get off that. But anyway, guys, today it's National Vitamin C Day. And speaking of National Vitamin C Day, do you guys take vitamin C? Do you do the gummy vitamin C, which is good, by the way? Is that a part of vitamin regimen, vitamin C? But it is National Vitamin C Day. VR, you the doctor over there. Well, you got all the,
I got it in several different gummy forms, so it's kind of like, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I was gonna say that next.
Well, let me just say, I can't have vitamin C. I can't have anything citrus because it's acidic. So, but I still have to get my vitamin C. So I get it through blueberries. The berries have vitamin C. I did not know, because I'm doing my research, with my slave medicine. I did not know onions are vitamin C. I did not know that. As well as sweet potatoes. Okay.
Pat, onions is like kryptonite. I can't do onions. I mean, my husband told me that they're kryptonite because he don't do onions either. So, I mean, do you like stew the onions, or you just eat?
I don't eat onions. I get my vitamin C through my blueberries.
Y'all take some sweet onions. It's got to be sweet onions, and you caramelize those bad boys and put a little balsamic and making a balsamic caramelized. I'm telling you, it'll rock your world. It takes away all the funkiness that can upset your stomach.
Well, Pat and Vanessa, I don't know what vitamin is in pickles, but I did have some fried pickles. Yeah, y'all know whenever I have fried pickles at City, I think of Kansas City whenever I have fried pickles. And so I had some fried pickles last night. And of course, immediately I thought about Amy, the librarian from Kansas City, because she took me to the place that had the best fried pickles. They weren't Kansas City fried pickles, but they were pretty good last night. So I don't know what vitamin I got out of that. Get that. King wanted me to read day 4. Day 4 affirmations.
I think you should read day. No, read day.
When you think
24.
about quitting, things started.
Read day 24.
Really, Pat? You know it's not a day 24. Really, Pat? You know it's
okay. Read day 4.
Okay, she started looking. That's the bad part. She wrote the book and she started looking.
I get her every time with that.
I had to think about it.
Okay.
I had to think about it. Well, Mama Tony said it is National Librarian Day, School Librarian Day, and y'all know I love the school library. Back in the day, shout out to all of the school librarians.
I thought you were reading day 4. I got my book.
Okay. I went. So it says day 4. It says when you think about quitting, think about why you started. Thought of the day is keep your why or your reason for starting at the forefront. When you feel you are running low, use your why to refuel. Things may get tough for a moment, things may get tough for a moment, but just that, for a moment. Breathe and know if you don't quit, you will reach your goal or destination. Continue to remember your why, stay fueled up, and keep going. Quitting is not an option. Let me say that again, guys. Quitting is not an option. There is still fight left in you. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So keep going. Here you go, King. Thank you so much. That's day 4. Give y'all some positivity on today, as well. And make sure you have read or get a copy of A Wager at Midnight. Shout out to all the school librarians out there. It's the weekend, so it's the perfect time to read A Wager at Midnight. Hey, if you want to start at midnight and do a midnight read, start it there as well. But there's something that's on. Happy Fun Friday. Have a good weekend. Come up with some pollen solutions. Stay out that pollen.
Girl.